aliens to invade the United States.
This man discovered something.
So I want to talk to y'all about some zombies.
This man says the planet we live on now, Earth.
People of Twitter are asking what happened to Jim Carrey. After this video surfaced of him looking very different. Now, I've seen this happen with other celebrities, but Jim Carrey, I just kind of thought, is he kind of chill? Is he like Mel Gibson? You know, Mel Gibson, he's an insider, but also he kind of exposes what's going on. Jim Carrey, I thought, was chill, but has he been genetically altered or something here, man? Don't say age. Someone says, he just got older, man. It's like those pictures of Biden where his earlobes are different. Let's check his earlobes, actually. Let's see the ears before and after, because you can't really change ears, eh? Those ones seem to connect with his, you know, people either have the hanging earlobe or it's attached to their head. I guess you could surgery that, but why would you? I'm wondering what's going on in the entertainment industry. I don't know if you can be fully a part of it without joining the club. We also saw it with many, but one that comes to mind was the rapper B.O.B. When he was posting on Instagram all types of stuff, fluoride, pineal gland, trails in the sky. Then all of a sudden he disappeared, and he's the one who blew the whistle about cloning, by the way. He disappeared and then came back, wiped his whole Instagram account, and then his next post, when he was like gaining popularity, everyone was talking about, whoa, B.O.B.'s talking about conspiracies, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden he comes back and he drops some music video, pretends nothing happened, and people are wondering if they got him. Now, what do you do when a bunch of people in the entertainment industry say the same thing? There's darkness involved in it, it's shocking and horrifying, and they might genetically alter people or clone them. What do you say with that? Maybe more is going on than meets the eye. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and follow for more.
Yeah, this kind of makes sense. Maybe Jim Carrey's playing a different character right now and someone else had to fill in for Jim Carrey and is wearing the things. Hey, you don't know, many weird things happen in Hollyweird. Welcome back, goons. You're watching Explore the Weird. Hey, wasn't there also a UFC fighter that told us he was going to sell us the things and then disappears and doesn't talk about the things? Sorry, is that Ryan Garcia? Yeah, I forget. Regardless, hey, Emily sent me more weird, strange For You page content from her For You page. So we're going to watch Emily's videos. Thank you. And for the new goons here, welcome. Hey, I'm still working on getting this camera right. Hopefully it stops focusing in and out. I'm not trying to zoom in and out. Something's going on with the focus. Thank Emily in the comments. Let's get right into it.
Tedi Ganja crew, triple cheese. Hey. Woo. Yeah, let's go to the mountain.
Aliens to invade the United States this November? That's what the news is saying. Not only are they saying that they're going to attack us November, it gets even crazier, but we'll get to that part in 1 minute. You won't even believe me. Look, remember, many of us have known that this was coming. This, get it? Possible hostile alien threat detected in unknown interstellar object, and it's slated to attack our planet in November according to a controversial new study. I gotta blank this one out because many people don't like the source, but there's many news agencies saying the same thing. And that's not even the craziest part. Why don't you look at this flyer right here? Alien Earth, a new show coming in a few days, showing the alien with the Earth in its mouth. By the way, look at this one. Very curious. Coming on August 12th, just a few months before November. So do you remember when I made the video about Charlie Kirk posting to his own Twitter that they were seeing UFOs and the pilots of the plane were talking about the UFOs that were surrounding them? And I told you guys there was most definitely a meaning for that. Well, on Twitter, a lot of people were alleging that the leader of the U.S. was going to come out with alien-like declassification because people were getting antsy about a certain situation, certain pieces of paper, with certain people's names on it. Starts with an E. And then just a few days later, New York Times, other places are saying that we are possibly going to be attacked by aliens. What a time to be alive. And by the way, it's not just a BB, it's an elaborate scheme with many different places and faces and people, and demons and fallen angels and everything. Because what if under your feet there were certain things going on right now? It's more than just demons, it's the most demonic thing your mind can conceive. But there's a layer, like an onion layer, to every declassification for every brainwave and every pattern of thought. Like this right here, saying they're interdimensional beings. But to truly understand the nature and just the whole aspect of what's going on, you need to know history. To the North Pole, the people go.
to, there's a lot of these non-human creatures in underground bases everybody knows. I've seen all different types of races, and they want to bring them onto the surface. And they want to trigger the age of Set. They want to trigger mass chaos in society. And, I've seen non-humans walking around in daylight in America and even in England, in different places. Blatantly non-human people walking around. And everybody's so politically correct, nobody will say anything. It's like the emperor's new clothes. People think they're deformed and don't want to be rude, don't want to stare, because they got everybody in a trance. I've seen one guy walking along in a leather jacket and sunglasses on, carrying a briefcase with dinosaur hands. As bizarre as that sounds, big like dinosaur hands with claws on, with big nails on the end. And it's not any shape shifting. This is what he looks like.
Forgive me for looking all around because I'm driving right now. But I want to talk to y'all about some zombies for entertainment purposes only. When I was deployed, we would get into altercations. And for a while, nothing seemed really off. But in like the middle of 2005, or sort of like towards the beginning of it. Anyways, it was like right at the beginning of my deployment. Like, we would get into firefights with people and we would shoot them 4, 5, 6 times. They would fall, they would lose ligaments, and they would get up and continue to fight. I'm like, what the f is this? Then comes Operation Phantom Fury. Operation Phantom Fury. If you go on YT and type that in, there's a part where you see Marines talking clear as day on top of a rooftop, where they done shot this dude, I don't know how many times, threw a grenade on.
That is crazy. Is that just the will to survive, the will to fight for your cause? What's keeping them alive? Are they doing substances before they go in for that final... Sorry, I'm just trying to figure it out. And also, the other guy, do you have like demon face syndrome, PMO? Like, what's going on? Where are you seeing all these things? And why are all these beings always underground? Man, that Moon Henry stuff was really wild, eh? What does this mean? Is the thing gonna finally land and we get to know the things? No. He was wrong about the rapture. How can you write about this? Why would he be? Emily loves Moon Henry. Let's see what happens. We'll see.
This man says the planet we live on now, Earth, is actually hell.
If you weren't aware, not this neighborhood, this lifetime is actually hell. Whoa. You're in hell. This is not...
It's a bold statement.
That's why everybody thinks this is a simulation. This is hell. We live in hell. And you can be in heaven here within hell if you overcome everything before you die. But this is hell. Whatever you did to end up here, I must have done whatever it was too, because Earth is actually hell.
I said, where are you from? He said, I'm from your planet that your Bible calls the morning and the evening star. I said, Venus? He said, yes, the inside of Venus. I said, how did you get here? He said, I came in a saucer craft which is called Victor 1. I said, what is your name? He said, Commander Valiant Thor. He said, you call me Val. I said, thank you. And how long have you been here? 3.5 years, this coming March 16th of 1960. And what have you been doing here? He said, I've been conversing with the President of the United States, Dwight D. Eisenhower, and Mr. Nixon, who I met personally some years afterward, and several members of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. He said, I brought a gift for them. And this gift was in my hands, and I looked into the eyes of Mr. Eisenhower. I said, this information will do away with sickness, disease, and even death in the United States, and then you can share it with other nations. Gave it to the president. President Eisenhower received this information. It took them over 1 year to get back to the commander. He was there, yes, for 3 years at the Pentagon. And 1 year later, the president came back, met with the commander again, with this information in his hands, shaking his head. He said, I'm sorry, we cannot accept this information because it will ruin the economy of the United States.
This video like a bajillion times. This person had this crazy glitch in the matrix. Like, I cannot explain it as anything else. You have to hear this. Like, what?
Something happened. I need to talk about this. So a couple weeks ago, I took off of work. My last night I worked. I always park in the same 3 spots. Creature of habit for 6 years. I park, I back in, and when I back in, I'm facing this way. Okay? I do my shift. I come out of work, and when I come out of work, my car is parked in a row over there, backed in, facing that way. Excuse me. I'm so freaked out. I text my boyfriend as I'm walking back in the building, and I'm like, hey, did you come get my car and move it for some reason? He said, no, I don't even know where your other key fob is, by the way. And I said, okay, I'll call you in a few minutes. I go back into the security office. I said, my car was moved. Can you come look at it with me? What can we do? We go out, we look at my car. I don't see anything wrong. And I said, I'm really freaked out. Can we watch footage? I said, because something isn't right. I said, that spot over there is where I was parked. And the spot was empty. So we go in. He starts looking at footage. And in the footage, the spot where I parked is empty. You could see a flicker once or twice. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. But I park in the spot where I found my car when I walked out after my shift. But I'm wearing a totally different scrub outfit, and I have my old bag that I used to carry before I posted one here when I bought a new LL Bean bag. I was in a totally old outfit. And I said, no, this can't be right. I said, look at my outfit. Look what I'm wearing. Look at my bag. And he was like, oh yeah. I said, this has to be old. He said, no, old footage erases after so much time. And I said, okay, well, this can't be right. And he said, no, look at the trees. Look at the timestamp. This is last night. I said, but I didn't park over there. I parked in that empty spot. So we kind of looked at each other, we were both kind of like, what? I don't know what happened. I said, can you please just come back out with me to really take a look at my car? Took a good look at my car. Didn't see anything wrong. Didn't see anything missing in my car or moved. But something happened with time. And it's so weird. Totally freaked out. This happened 3 weeks ago. I think about it every single day. And I've been not wanting to tell the story because I don't want to sound crazy. But this happened. There was a glitch and my car was in a different spot. And you even saw 2 little flickers in the video. I don't know. But something is definitely happening with time. I've been having weird dreams. I woke up with a swollen eyelid. Something happened. I have no explanation for it. But my car was moved. And I was in different clothes. And it's not old footage. Because he said the old footage erases. I don't know.
Wait, I don't know either. It says 2x speed, but it feels like you're just talking normal. Is something really going on with time? What is happening here? And why is your eyelid swollen? This thing happened 3 weeks ago. What does that Never mind. I'm just trying to figure everything out. Oh, God. But I guess you're in the best timeline. Goon timeline, best timeline. Yeah, trust me. Things going to be better over here. Maybe something bad happened with the other self. That's why you're here now. Trust me. Everything's going to be fine. Hey! We always knew that they had the secrets and they're keeping those secrets locked up. That's why they don't tell us the things. They won't tell us the cures. They have them in their hands. And when it came to the person, is that just telling us he's in a prison planet? I mean, it can't be HELL. Get out of here. Hey, Actually, don't get out of here. I need your help. Can you watch more Teddy videos? The True Goons are already doing the things. The analytics say thank you. And I'm saying thank you back to you because I don't know why the analytics thank me when I should really be thanking you. So thank you, True Goons. Keep watching those Teddy videos. And for the rest of you, we're going to keep it going.
Alexa, what happens in 2028?
On May 16, 2028 at 4:03 p.m., the ZRV-16 virus is accidentally released in the UK, sparking the beginning of the zombie apocalypse.
Alexa, what are the safe zones?
The 6 safe zones during the zombie apocalypse are Durham, North Carolina, Duluth, Minnesota, St. Louis, Missouri, Salt Lake City, Utah, Salem, Oregon, and Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Alexa, will California survive the zombie apocalypse?
No, California falls 6 days after New York City.
Alexa, will the Philippines survive the zombie apocalypse?
No, the Philippines falls 4 days after the UK. They build a wall around Quezon City, making it the only safe zone.
The craziest things that can happen to the human body. This is an X-ray of a person who developed 3 full sets of teeth. This is a case of hyperkeratotic palmar dermatitis, a severe form of eczema affecting the hands. This is a condition called correctopia, where the pupil isn't in the center of the eye, but the person can still see perfectly fine. The evolution of this woman's eye color from the ages of 2, 6, 1, 7, and 29.
This man discovered something significant about our reality and was allegedly, many people believe, silenced because of it. In 1974, this man experienced a glitch in reality. He discovered the Matrix 22 years before it existed. The FBI and the CIA seized his research, but 46 years later, many people prove him right. Check this out. Many of you may know him as a science fiction writer because some of his books are taught today, but he claims he saw beyond the simulation that we live in, and what he revealed at a secret conference in Paris left even top scientists speechless. He said that a strange woman appeared at his door in 1974. Around her neck was a fish-shaped pendant, the ancient symbol of secret knowledge. When Philip stared at it, something snapped in his mind. He described it as a beam of pink light, a direct upload of alien intelligence, and a sudden download of hidden information. In a flash, he understood quantum physics, languages he'd never studied, and realities he couldn't explain. He said that he realized our world was a facade, a thin digital curtain covering a much deeper, darker reality. In private journals, he detailed future events he accurately predicted, alternate timelines he slipped into, and a living intelligence behind time itself. He said at a conference, "We're living in a computer-programmed reality," and everyone got a little bit quiet. This is when some harassment started taking place. His house, his phone lines being tapped, people waiting around outside of his house taking notes on every single license plate that came by. He found his FBI and CIA files on him through the Freedom of Information report. He was now an enemy of a system he had exposed.
I believe he is probably onto something, and that's why they're trying to silence him now. And I think he was the first one to come up with the theory. He telling us the things. Oh man, what the things really be going on? Hey, when it came to all those video montage of like the eyes being changed and stuff, did one of those girls have like slit in her eyes? I swear. And like the pupil being changed, is that what's really happening? They're not reptilians looking back at us. Their pupils just be changing. Oh boy, and the colors of their pupils be changing too. Maybe they got some reptilian. Sorry, spiraling. Okay, good to know. And when it came to the zombie apocalypse that Alexa was predicting, I don't think there was any prediction there. Alexa is very turnkey. I'm pretty sure those were pre-entered, and it's just repeating back whatever you answered. Hey, I could do that. A little kid could even program Alexa to say whatever you want. You just ask the right questions.
Within a couple of years, you will start to be introduced to extraterrestrials openly, and they will start to guide according to what has already been created and started in your world, and it is up to everyone to decide to choose whether or not they want to start engaging with those extraterrestrials or whether they wish to isolate themselves or something in between. Everyone will be given the choice, but eventually everyone will come around to understand that the extraterrestrials, such as ourselves and others, have your best interests at heart and can lead you toward the experience of a reality with benefits for all, harmony for all, and creativity in a way that will allow humanity to evolve into the future in a very positive way. So eventually, by the year of 2050, as we read your energy now, It's the most likely probability where you will have a very different world, but you can start to see some of that certainly within the next 10 to 15 years at the most, since extraterrestrials will be among you in about 2 years at the most.
How do I explain that there's a parallel version of you already living your dream life, and all you have to do is quantum jump to that version of yourself by matching their emotional signature? I could show you how, but you keep scrolling.
Bro, I feel like some people still paying those solar leases, bro. Did you see how many solar panels there were there? Oh my god, this is horrible. But at the same time, it's like, what? You're gonna be there and be in that abandoned town when nothing's actually going on? No, you go to where civilization is. You don't just become a hermit of that land. Don't turn it into a goon land, and now you have all these places that you can now use as Sorry, why are they doing this? Why did they have to buy that location in order to get everyone out? What kind of data center were they really doing? AI? An AI data center do that? First you go after the nuclear power plants, now you also coming after the neighborhoods? I don't understand. And then, lady, I've always been quantum jumping. I quantum jump in the shower all the time. I don't need you to tell me how. Hey, plenty of people tell you that information for free. I feel like she was trying to sell me something or something. Something feels weird about that. And then Daryl. I'll be waiting, buddy. 2 years, huh? I thought the extraterrestrials were here since the very beginning, but hey, however many years it takes, let's see. They keep telling us the aliens are here, the aliens are coming, and I keep waiting. Dune timeline, best timeline.
Anyone can go get a tailor-made suit, but you really want to show a girl you got some game? Get a suit off the rack. Check this out. Imagine you pull up in this. Oh, girl's automatically gonna think you got some money. She's gonna think, well, look how much you saved on that suit.
Yeah, colonoscopies came out in the 1990s. And I'm just trying to figure out why the rates of sea monster of the colon also has gone up since the 1990s.
And Apollo is in the sky talking to her. She's giving out jabs. Here's a really good one. Dua Lipa standing on a hexagon in the sky with Polaris behind her. When I was in Greece, I'm walking down the street and I look over at this pharmacy and look at what's there. Like, this was just like a random pharmacy. And in Revelation, it says that she deceives all of the nations via pharmakia. This can't be coincidental. Like, why would she be like a hole in the wall, like as if it's the firmament? It gets even weirder when you look at them talking about the Holy Spirit in Proverbs 8. Does not wisdom call, does not understanding raise her voice? On the heights beside the way, at the crossroads she takes her stand. Beside the gates in front of the town, at the entrance of the portals, she cries aloud. This is just standard blasphemy of the Holy Spirit. That's exactly what this is and what this is trying to trick people into. I also saw this in Athens. It said, "Are you ready for the big reveal?" And it's called the Red Radisson. So I went and found the website. This is in there. So you have the Victorian outfit with like a red helmet, I guess to be like a truth in plain sight, and whatever this is, and a whole bunch of pictures just like this. And if anybody was wondering, in Deuteronomy 28, when the Israelites are disobedient and don't obey God's commandments, here's some of the judgments. The heavens over your head shall be bronze, and the earth under you shall be iron. Remember God's sovereignty.
Wait, that picture that you were showing, I think that was just like a guardsman on a horse. I think it was just blurry, so it just looks like something else. But I think the picture was fine. They're just opening up a hotel. What's wrong with that? Yeah, very well. All these things could be happening, but I'm kind of feeling like things are probably okay in our timeline. We'll see. Time will only tell. What was she trying to say when it came to this pharmacy picture here? I mean, I feel like they just plastered over a sign and still needed to get to the electrical access, and that's why. I feel like that could be explained, right? And the doctor that was telling us the things without telling us the things. We always knew they had all the cures. They just putting up all these fake things in order to make it seem like, yeah, you gotta get it. Early prevention. I'm like, yeah, early prevention for what? I've had Crohn's for quite some time. You keep doing those colonoscopies, but the Crohn's ain't going away. I don't understand. You're in remission, Teddy. Okay, good to know. That's all I keep hoping for. It. No more going to the bathrooms over and up. Sorry, this turned into something else. And then, hey, who you trying to trick with that suit? They gonna know if you're poor or rich very quick. And no suit, no cover up. Hey, just be your natural self. Don't try to hide it from these people that you're dating. They're gonna figure you out very quick. Who are you trying to throw a facade? What are you trying to act out? You know, it's like, just be yourself. You trying to be in a relationship forever, or you just trying to get the never mind, we're gonna do 3 more.
Why are so many people uploading proof that they are seeing lepidodendron trees in real life? So if you didn't know, the lepidodendron, or the scale tree, is a prehistoric tree. It went extinct a long time ago, but more and more people are starting to see these trees. And if you see these trees in real life, that means that you have went through a time slip. And so many people are uploading photos and videos of these trees in their timeline. Which really makes you wonder, especially with everything going on in the world right now, is our timeline like falling apart or something? Because why are so many people seeing these scale trees? And that's exactly what this is. They kind of look like palm trees, but they have like pine cones on them. And the bark of them look like scales. That's why people call them scale trees. Have you seen a tree like this before? And is this a sign of our timeline falling apart? Let me know what you think about this.
$2,000 fine to owners if they're caught at these parties. But these men say it's how their community comes together. They even gather in the daytime to accommodate complaints they've received.
I don't want to play music late. I want to play music early.
Okay, so you're trying to be considerate. You feel like you're being considerate to other people.
Yes.
Virei 6 más. ¿Qué?
Bro, those planes be looking like orbs in the sky. Is that what's happening over there in New Jersey? All those things you see in the sky, they're just planes waiting. You just think they can... Sorry, spiraling. And all those low quality orbs of videos and pictures that we get, they're just planes that are waiting. That's why it looks... Sorry, it all making sense. Nah. Okay, cool. Good to know that planes can stay exactly where they need to be in line while waiting to land. Seems kind of interesting. Hey, Emily, what are you trying to say about that loud music? I can listen to the loud music. I just do it when no one else is. I'm not trying to, like... I'm sorry. I feel like that second video was for me there. Okay, cool. No one's gonna shut me down from playing loud music. I'm still gonna listen to all the music. I'm not trying to make you listen to it. It's just it don't sound as good soft. I like it loud. Oh boy, I listen to all the frequencies. You stop it. No idea about that tree. I've never seen any type of tree. The only trees never mind. Never mind. Well, guess what? You made it to the end. Hey, how you liking this new format? I'm looking for some feedback. No one seems to be giving me any. They're just like, keep it going, Teddy. That's all I keep doing. Are you enjoying this content? Do I need to change anything more? Do you like being here? Are you a goon? Well, guess what? There should be videos on the screen right now. Click on either one of them to continue that goon fix. Have I fixed this camera? Hey, the one in the middle. You can subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Triple cheese. Wake up.